Talk about Indiana today. Millions of Americans nationwide will be casting their votes for what's expected to be this historic election.
And in Indiana, one major race we'll be tracking is the race for governor. Republican Senator Mike Braun is facing former Republican superintendent turned Democrat Jennifer McCormick. Libertarian Donald Rainwater is also on the ballot.
Our team's live in Indianapolis. We're covering both the Republican and Democrat for you here, parties for Braun and McCormick. We want to start with Alex Dieterer, who's live outside Mike Braun's event. And Alex, Indiana's been a reliably red state, especially for governor. Last Democrat in that office, 2005.
Right, Doug. It's been about 20 years since the Hoosier state saw a Democratic governor, and Mike Braun wants to keep that going. So he is a first-time senator, and his challenger, just like Connie mentioned, is former superintendent Republican turned Democrat Jennifer McCormick. Now, Braun has told us that he thinks his biggest difference between his challenger McCormick is their experience in business. So McCormick, who he claims has never been able to sign a paycheck, and Braun quotes himself as having decades of experience in business and an entrepreneurial experience. The Hoosier state, again, not seen a Democratic governor in about 20 years, and this race is tighter than many could have presumed it would be at this moment in time. And a lot are claiming that the tightness of the race is due to Braun's running mate, that is Micah Beckwith. He is a pastor who many see as controversial, and they will both be here tonight at the Indiana GOP watch party, which we are right outside of right here in Indianapolis. And that watch party is set to start in about an hour. So obviously election day, we are just hours into the day, and we have many more updates coming for you later on in the day when we're inside of the watch party getting you voices from the GOPs. Doug.
All right, Alex, thank you very much.
And now we want to go over to Travis Breeze, who is covering the other side of the race with Democratic challenger Jennifer McCormick. And Travis, it's important to note that McCormick was a Republican previously, which is no longer the case.
That's right, Connie. I actually just asked someone with the Indiana Democrats for a little bit about that decision, and they said the way that they'd like us to phrase it and the way that McCormick has phrased it is she didn't leave the Republican Party. She feels the Republican Party left her. Around the start of the pandemic, she feels that the lack of support for public education was not something she could stand for. So I believe after her term ended as state superintendent of education in 2021. She then shifted to being a Democrat. So this theater where we're having the watch party right now is pretty dead right now. It's mostly only media. The doors officially open here at 5:30. But you can bet if they elect the first Democratic governor in this state in 20 years that this place will definitely be rocking. We also want to point out that her lieutenant governor pick is Terry Gooden, who is the twin brother of Scott County Sheriff Jerry Gooden, who many of you in Kentuckiana may know him as that no-nonsense Democrat that he's kind of proven himself to be in Scott County. So his twin brother is the lieutenant governor pick for this race. So we're still waiting to see McCormick or any other supporters or anyone else here in this rally right now, but definitely going to could be a big night for them here if they're able to pull off this upset. Connie, Doug?
All right, thank you very much. Travis will be joining Travis now. Another big race we are watching right here for Southern Indiana. This is a blistering hot race, folks. It includes Clarksville, Jeffersonville, parts of New Albany. On the ballot there, the fight for House District number 71. That includes, again, Jeffersonville, and Democrat State Representative Wendy Dant-Chesser is running against Republican challenger Scott Hawkins. They're both Southern Indiana natives, grew up in that area. Despite being the incumbent, Dant-Chesser hasn't yet served in a legislative session, taking the seat for Rita Fleming, who suddenly retired back in May. More races you can watch across Kentuckiana. Just check out our voter guide. You can see what's on the ballot, your ballot, and the polling locations nearby in case you still have time to vote.